ready to go. And here we go at Huntington Bank Field. It's Keyshawn Nixon with the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So the Packers offense getting set for their first drive. And bringing them out now in his 6th year here in the NFL. Brock his 3rd as a starter from Utah State. It's Jordan Love.
Give a lot of credit to Jordan last year. Worked through a bunch of injuries over the course of the season. Remember, the Packers were down and had to claw themselves back to the playoffs. And this kid's averaged almost 4,000 yards and 30 touchdowns a year the last 2 years as a starter. A big reason why they've made the postseason both times.
Jacobs gets it to start the drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. They stick with Jacobs. And he takes it ahead for a healthy 7 yards. It's 3rd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. And he'll get it up to the 44. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Love. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete.
I don't think there's any question about it. You can see right from the jump here the point of emphasis with this coaching staff. Be active with your hands, not just one guy. All these guys are flying around and so actively, aggressively looking for that impact play.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Back to the air. Love. And they get to him again. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kid, all the data lately has taught us really clearly. Sacks, negative yardage plays. They not only just destroyed that play, they destroyed drives. Well done, defense.
Five men in the secondary for the Browns. 3rd down coming. Love out of the shotgun. Go right side, and Dobbs has it. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
So 4th down, here comes Daniel Whelan to send it flying for the Packers. And this will bring a drive that had some promise to a disappointing end. He has it at the 13. And something on the return, but not much as it still ends inside the 20. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. And at the helm, a first-round pick in 2008, writing the closing chapters of a fantastic career, quarterback Joe Flacco.
The former Super Bowl champion, I think, surprised all of us, Kate, going from the couch to comeback player of the year. And while everybody thought the career was over, he still shows that he's got some RPMs and some velo in that right arm of his.
Back now, pressure on its way. Looking for a target. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Setting up a throw. Dumps it off to his running back. It's a short pickup to the 20. Nate Hobbs in on that stop.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular. when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Let's see what they draw up on these 3rd and 7. Now looking to throw. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
The Browns looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes their southpaw, Corey Bojorquez, to handle it. His work begins at the 31. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. Packers taking the field now, their 2nd series of the game coming up. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. Love from the gun. He completes it in traffic. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Jacobs running behind center. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle, instead, it did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a lot trickier to figure out.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Here's Love to throw. Man downfield, he's got it. So that stops. It's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers take a 6-0 lead in the first quarter. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown.
There are a couple different ways now you can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
Brandon McManus on for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Packers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is McManus to kick this away. To return, Jerome Ford. This makes it up to the 25. Onto the field comes the Browns offense for the 2nd time. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening 1st down as they take the field a 2nd time. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. 1st and 10, they're going to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic first down. Ford straight ahead. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Another one for Ford. And they hit big there on that 2nd down. Let's see if this play holds up or not, though. We've got a penalty flag down. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. He's going to throw this one. Completed over the middle. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a Cleveland first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Jerry Jeudy with the grab. And he's got them quite the gain here, partner, as he finally is brought to a stop.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Another try following the sack. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down.
Knowing how our wonderful EA Sports team and director does his job, we're going to see a replay real quick here, Kate, and I want to see that moment of truth, that panic in the QB's eyes. You run that bootleg, you're out there alone, you got to make something happen, or you could take a risk like that, a huge sack for this defense.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Throwing from the gun here. Short pass brought in. And that will not be enough for a first down.
How many times, Kate, do we see those routes, those horizontal east-to-west routes, just get that first down on these critical 3rd down situations? It takes tremendous eyes, tremendous speed, and a tremendous want-to by the defense to stop that short.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Out now runs the Packer offense. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Love looking to pass. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
A 2nd down throw here for Love. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. And not a lot available there. Makes it to the 26. It was Denzel Ward who brought that play to an end.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and a defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Throwing his Love on 3rd. He puts some air under this one, deep right. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
Listen, this guy's reputation certainly precedes him in any game he's on the field, but it doesn't always keep QBs away from challenging him, especially early. But you know what will deter quarterbacks? Results, and those are the results he's looking for.
Again, Daniel Whelan heading out for another punt. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. Collects this at the 32. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a gift to Ford. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw now. That one falls incomplete, but our attention's still behind the line. He got cleaned after that throw and drew the instant flag. You know this better than most, Brock. Screens normally leave some rushers to come free, but still, it's not often you get roughing the passer on one.
No, it isn't, but I think of Tom Brady. To me, not only the greatest QB sneaker in the game, but he was one of the great screen masters, too. He understood how to sell a screen, draw those defenders to him, and like the QB did right there, sometimes they'll even tee off and you get the penalty. Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you can be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Throwing the out route complete. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that gives the Browns a 1st.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
Hey, I love the jet sweep as much as anybody, Kate. It can be super effective, but here's the deal. Once you send that receiver in motion, well, you're doomed. Because if they bring an edge pressure or there's a blitz, there's really no stopping it. Once that thing gets started, there's no audibling out of it.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Throwing from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
And the Packers at a 50-B out there for this third down play. They'll try and throw it here. Dump off caught by his back. This is not going to get it done on third down. They catch him behind the line. This goes for a loss. So while they're in the huddle, partner, we've arrived at the end of our first quarter. 7-3 is our score. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. We're ready now for the second quarter. Browns in control of it. Teams getting out there and ready to resume play. And there won't be a return on this one. It's out of bounds, and the mark looks to be at about the 16-yard line. The Green Bay offense about to get started once more. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, now Love. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 21. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Play fake, it's Love. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Stick it in the air. Love. Brought in by his back. It's Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Love now on 1st and 10. Taken in by Dobbs. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Putting a receiver in motion. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
And he's able to get this down to the 36. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it'll be first down, Packers.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
First down, ball at the 36. Handoff here to Jacobs. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Love out of the shotgun. He has room past the 25. And he's tackled after a big gain, but he's not going to get to keep the yards or the first down that he picked up either. We got a flag down in the neighborhood of holding. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. So they get dings for the holding. You got to wonder if that changes their call as they line this up for third down. Shotgun now for Love. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up fourth. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Third down stop. They were walking off the field, but that offense, Brock, that offense didn't move. They saw roughing the passer, and they are ready to continue this drive. Never a good time to rough the passer, Brock, but third down, that hurts even more. Gives them the first. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Love from the gun. Stays in the pocket. Completes this one to Dontavion Wicks. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That's a pro's pro right there. That is one heck of an experienced catch. He made sure to secure the ball, but he also knew exactly where the sideline was to get both feet down.
Up to the line, and they're set. First and 10. On the option, it's Jacobs. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. Going run again with Jacobs. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Now Love on the play fake. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So now it'll be second and goal.
Okay, you get down to this tight red zone, and there's only so many pass plays you can run, largely because you don't have enough space to operate. Defense knows it too. Give those guys some credit. They were all over that one.
Shotgun give now to Jacobs. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into third and goal.
Okay, that is just a terrific effort defensively, and now really sets you up. I don't think this offense can run it, not after getting knocked backward on second down.
Now back backed up to the 8. 3rd and goal. The play clock runs out. This will be a delay. Man in motion wasn't set in time. Just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. Well, that delay game certainly doesn't help things. It's 3rd and even longer now. To the air with Love. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So now they're left with 4th and goal.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
On for the field goal now. Here's Brandon McManus. This only a chip shot from the right hash. McManus sends it through. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's DeAndre Carter with the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Back out now comes the Browns offense. And they take over down 10-3 following that score. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ford. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys. Not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. They'll throw it. Caught along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete, brings up 3rd down.
I guarantee you QB wants that throw back. I know most are perfectionists, and when it's caught just a bit out of bounds, you know it could have been just a little more accurate.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Complete. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
First and 10, looking to throw. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on 1st, it's 2nd down. Give up the middle to Ford. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Javon Bullard bringing that play to an end.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He sends this one to the end zone. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. took his shot at 6 that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
And this is going to stick them deep on their own side. That's out of bounds at the 9-yard line. The Packers ready to run their offense back out there. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Here's Love. Completed over the middle. And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Play action, Love. Pass caught out right by Golden. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. They're running the option, short side. And he's going to have about 2. It's 2nd down now.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field, nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll send him over right. Love now, off the play action. He's got it over the middle. And he's hit just before he can pick up that first. So 3rd and short coming up from the 33. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Cleveland. The Packers got a long way to go and a short time to get there. 3rd and 1 now. Love. Man downfield, he's got it. So that's Dobbs. And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Romeo Dobbs touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
McManus on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers double their lead to 14. On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's Ford on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Over the middle, complete to Njoku. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. From midfield now. Has the hook up again to Njoku. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, or right at the 31. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You know these teams, they track every step of their players. Many of them wear GPS units in their uniform to track how much mileage. I don't care what the stat sheet said of how long that gain was. That dude went a long way, all the way across the field, but it paid dividends.
The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Pass play now. Called in by Njoku, left side. And he'll get this forward to about the 28. Brought down by Quay Walker.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Called in left side. And he's out of bounds, but this one's not going to stay there. And that flag is going to give him half the distance to the goal on top of it. Well, he had a chance to pull up and avoid the hit, Brock, but we knew the outcome from the moment he decided not to and made contact. That flag came out. First down from the red zone. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. No luck finding his receiver that time, and it's going to be 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Pass play coming here. And he has the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns make it a 1-score game before halftime.
There's a good chance he wasn't even looking when that ball was released, but the crowd, well, the crowd let him know exactly what was going on. You could feel the swell of excitement whenever they take a deep shot, and it's only going to get louder now as they were able to connect.
Lining up now to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return starts from the goal line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too. So a 1-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half. On now is McManus to kick this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Escapes a defender. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Cleveland offense headed out for this first series of the second half. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Ford running right. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. From the 27. He'll step up, and there he goes. He gets a little something out of it before sliding to a stop.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
Throwing on 3rd down. Got his man, it's Connor. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
New set of downs for him from the 46. To the ground with Ford. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. On the option to the short side. It's out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
On the carry, it's Ford. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
On 4th down and 5, the offense staying out there. An early jump and the flags come in. I think this is going to go against the defense. Well, whether they intended to run the play or not, it doesn't matter. They drew the flag, and they've got themselves a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, so many times you get to these 4th and shorts, and you know that defense is antsy. You're reminding yourself as a quarterback in that huddle, hold your water, guys. Hold your water, because this defense could get jumpy, and they just did.
To the right and pulled in by Judy. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that gives the Browns a first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Now Ford. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Staying on the ground with Ford. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud cornerback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Dropping back to throw. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Nixon now to return it. He lost the football. And the fumble recovery is made. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
These guys are flying down the field. Reminds me of the guys at Braveheart. But different than Braveheart, these guys got 2 things on their mind. Number 1, get the returner down. And number 2, try to separate the ball if they can. It's rare that it happens, but boy, is it big when it does.
Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a 1-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Trying again, following the set. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Had that one, but just couldn't see it through. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Really had to find a way to get that short completion, because now you're staring at 3rd and extra long, and that's a place no QB in this league wants to be.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Throwing deep for the end zone. And he drops it in the end zone. The look was there on 3rd down, but instead it's incomplete.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, you can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. Just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. Ball spotted on the left hash, 49 yards out. one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Listen, all he could do is make the kicks he's called out there to make. They need extra points from him, but for now, if he's able to handle his third field goal of the game and just inch them a little bit closer.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Love now to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You know those elite zone defenses in basketball, Kate. It just feels like they're everywhere, clogging up every passing lane. This quarterback, well, he felt the same thing when he dropped back. Nowhere to go but for a sack.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They motion the tight end over. 3rd and long for him here. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
The Packers send out their punting unit. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. And they brought out their kicker for a field goal their last possession. This time they'll look to bring him out for an extra point instead. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Gets it to him on the screen. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's a give to Ford. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He finds Njoku, complete. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Read option on 1st down. He's going to keep it. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. Second down coming up.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Into the hands of Tillman, complete. And that tackle came at the last moment to save the first, didn't it? That sets up 3rd and short from the 37. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Gonna keep it. He loses the football. But the Browns got this one back, so they will luckily hang on to possession. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle. The Browns are lining up to punt. It'll be Corey Bajorquez doing the honors. And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. The Packers are headed back to the field, so we'll get a look at Romeo Doubs. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Love. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Love from the gun. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
They've got a man in motion. Running on first here with Jacobs. Winning there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
Motioning the tight end now. Here's 2nd and 11. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. The Packers with it. They have the lead late, but this game is close. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And they get to him a good ways downfield from that line of scrimmage.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Now a toss. This is Jacobs. Quite the turnaround these last two plays, huh? Nice gain on one, and now they get him behind the line.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Offense to the line for second down. On the handoff, here's Jacobs. And there's a sign of life from the ground game. He's forward with a nice pickup. That's 8 yards for the gain, and that narrows it to just 5 yards needed on third down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Love on third and short. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
An important attempt coming up here for Brandon McManus. From the right hash, 52 yards out. Got all of it, and this is good! And now their lead will push out beyond a field goal.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's Ford on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Browns getting their offense out there. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Loading up on the left. It's going to be trips to that side. Here's 1st and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. That one falls incomplete, but our attention's still behind the line. He got cleaned after that throw and drew the instant flag. So the offense still moving forward as roughing the passer overrules that incomplete pass. Pass play on 1st and 10. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. Throwing from the gun here. Catch made left side by Judy. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Back to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here's a throw. Dumped off to his running back. And they get stuffed. He is knocked backwards on the play. That makes it 4th down.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
The Browns are lined up to punt. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25. The Packers are headed back to the field, so we'll get a look at Romeo Doubs. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. And off to Jacobs to start the drive. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Play action, Love. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Looked like a bit of a concentration drop on that one. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
3rd and 2, Love to throw. Has his man, it stops. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. Now Love on the play fake. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. He can't hang on to the pass. So that brings up 2nd down.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They can revisit that play in the future.
He finds Jacobs here underneath. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Sticking in the air, Love. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. He gets 6 on that play, and that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Love out of the shotgun. Short pass brought in. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. On the sneak, it's Love. And he'll go down here at the 16. Just a single yard, but that's going to be enough to move the chains.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
First down throw. Here's Love. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind them, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game.
Yeah. Touchdown, Green Bay! The Packers now lead by 10. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this two-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
McManus on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Packers drive their lead to 11. On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's Ford on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. They take him down as he goes out. Now let's check on this penalty. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. He's dropping back to throw. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 27.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 27. Dumps it off to his running back. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Down in the 4th, offense staying out there for this. Desperation time here. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. And it's incomplete. That's going to be a turnover on downs, depending on what the call is on this penalty. And they're going to go ahead and let the play stand as it happens. They decline the penalty. Love now on 1st and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody.
Yeah.
And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. And the Browns add an extra defensive back out there. Nickel package, 3rd down. Love now to throw. He's got his man. This is Kraft. It's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers making a 3-score game in the 4th.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field with the route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
McManus on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers push their lead to 18. On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's Ford on the return. Jukes out a one-stop. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Back out now comes the Browns offense. Their failure on 4th down was answered by a touchdown, so they're really going to need to rebuild some momentum as they take the field once again. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Hits him on the out route. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Takes the handoff, now to throw. The pass is incomplete, but hold on here. We've got a flag on the field. Here's the call. He was too far downfield at the time of the pass. Gotta stay within a yard of the line. That'll back him up. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Off the play fake, he's gonna throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So now it's gonna be 3rd and long.
Defender's not gonna be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
To his wide out, it's a screen. And this one does not go far.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go. So this one will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on downs. The Packers all set to get back out there. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out. First and 10 now from the 30. Handoff here to Jacobs. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. They stick with Jacobs. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now. To the air with Love. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. And he's bottled up the line on the final play before the 2-minute warning. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Packers, well, they can probably just run away and hide. McManus sends it through. And that stretches the lead to 21.
Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's Ford on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. The throw right side, caught by Njoku. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Shotgun snap, a give to Ford. And he's taken down, but some quality yardage on that play.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
1st and 10 from the 41. Looking for a throw here. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. This one misses the tight end. So it'll be 2nd down.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Here's Judkins on 2nd down. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard mark. Now a timeout's called, Cleveland using its 2nd. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Looking to the air here. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Jerry Jeudy, the intended receiver. And now they face 2nd down.
Hey, listen, drops happen in football, even from the best at every level. Nothing more to do but shake it off and move forward, because the next throw might be right back your way.
From the gun, it's Ford. Jukes one defender, and he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Look to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now the Browns spend their final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. He'll throw it. Escapes the pocket. Catch made left side by Jeudy. And they stop him before he can reach that marker. And now we've got a penalty flag out too. So instead of running 3rd down again, they decide to bring up 4th and let him keep the gain on the last play. And at this point, he may as well go for it every chance, right? They're leaving the offense out there. Need a conversion. They're throwing for it. And he will score. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Jerry Jeudy touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Extra point attempt coming up. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns get it back to a 14-point game. Well, time making this all but impossible, but they're going to try for the onside kick here anyway. And this is recovered by the Packers hands team. They're going to win this game.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. The Packers to a knee, letting the clock run out on this victory.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So it's the visiting Packers who pick up the win. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Packers are your winners. As with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.